guys, Trevor here. Welcome to another episode of Out and About with Trev. First thing I want to say is I apologise for not getting many episodes up. One of the trickiest things I've got at the moment is the only editing software I've got, it has to be online, and because I'm out here in the bush, there's no internet access for my laptop. But when I go to libraries and that, I can do the editing there. So anyway, at the moment, today's a bit of a creative day. Well, years ago I started writing up a bit of a story. It's it's a space battle out there. Lots of things going on, bit of a battle. Love, lost, lust, death. There's a lot of things going in it. And this big story is actually going to be 5 books long. So just working on it. And last week I was crook as a dog. I was been sick for a week, and over the last 24 hours, a lot of things are coming in my head. It's it's like that. Maybe one time in the future we'll have a little bit of USB socket in our brains, and we can just download things into things. But until then, the only way I can do it is I've got to charge my laptop, which is just finished, and then I can start writing it up on the laptop, and that's the only way I can do it. So I'm going to do that. But I thought I'd just show you this. I just put this photo up on Facebook, and this is how I've had to do it. Like, here's a little tripod I've got, and it's a bit tricky to get it. Now put the phone on here, and then like I say, I've got this photo, and that's my desk at the moment. Nice area to be working in, I must say, especially when the weather's like this. But what I thought with this episode is I'll just take you back a couple of weeks ago. I was out at this place. I can't think. The brain's a bit crap at the moment. Lerderderg State Park. There we go. And it's over near Bacchus Marsh. And I was out there, and I went for a bit of a walk. Like some of the things I do, it didn't quite go to plan, but it was it was a nice day to be out there, and a bit of a advocate. Hey guys, all right, so I've just come up this road. It goes down to the campsite at Lerderderg camp. It's about just over a kilometre. I got here. I'm actually heading out to find some geocaches today. For those of you that don't know what geocaching is, it's simply like a treasure hunt thing. Say you know a nice spot. So for instance, say you know this spot and it's a nice beautiful spot. You might come here, you go and hide a little box. It can be varying sizes. There's all sorts of sizes really. There's big ones, small ones, micro ones, ones under rocks, ones behind signs. The guardrail on the side of the highway, there's some in there. There's all sorts. I've found heaps over the last few months, after the years I've been searching for them. But over the last few months I've been out and about a bit more, and it's, they're all over the shop. But so you find somewhere, you put the box, put a logbook in it, and you stamp that location on your GPS. And then you get the coordinates, and then what you do is you go to the geocaching website, and you create a page, and you say, well, you create an account. If you've got an account first, you set that up. You can do that for free, but if you pay, I don't know what it is, I think it's 35 bucks for 6 months or something. You get better options. But you create a page, you say, hey, here's a beautiful spot, blah, blah, blah. You can come up here via whatever road. You can say it's available to 2-wheel drive, 24/7 access, things like that. Bit of a spiel about the place. And then what happens is you put the coordinates. People come up here and they go, all right, where is it? And they got the approximate location. It's 4, 5, 6 meters away, whatever. And they go look for it, and they find it. They sign the logbook. When they get home, or if you do it on the phone, you can do it straight away. But if you, the way I do it is I do it on the GPS. When I get back to my camp, or when I get back to a place where I've got Wi-Fi access or internet, I can then go to the account and say, hey, I found this thing. It was a great spot, whatever. It's a whole lot of fun. But the ones I'm going for are actually out this way. There's a whole heap of them, like 10 or 15. Here's a map shot of just this is where I'm going. And I got to here, and I thought, I've got to go out on this ridge line here. I thought that'll be cool. And I was about to tear off. I just started. I was about halfway to that log there, and a car went past, and then he's gone down the road, which is heading in the same direction. So instead of barreling through the bush, I might go down here and walk down the road. I just thought that was interesting, that I was really about to tear through the bush, and look, there's a road. So we'll go that option. At some point I'll probably have to go through the bush. That doesn't bother me. But yeah, when there's this, why not take the better option here? Now, as long as it goes in the right direction, and that can often be the trick. You start following tracks and roads, and they start heading in the direction you want, and then later you find out that well, they're nowhere near it. So we'll keep an eye on it, but for the moment I've got this to walk on. This is not too bad at all. Beautiful day. Also, I did a repair job on my rooftop tent recently, only a few days ago, because I had a crack in the floor, and that was really sad. And that's just about manufacturing and the cheap shit they use to make these things. And I could have put in a warranty claim, and people are going to say, why don't you? I can see what's going to happen. They're going to say, well, bring it in and drop it off, you know, and then a month later they say, oh yeah, well, here's another one, or here's some money back. And none of those options really work. I need this thing all the time, like every night. So I had to come up with an option. So I just got some marine ply, or not ply, I got not marine, I'll start again. That's all, folks. I got some ply, and I think it's 12 mil. Had to cut it in half because I couldn't fit it through the door. It works amazing. If you got one of these tents, I had there's a couple of struts in the floor. I had one in my back every night for the last month and a bit that I've had the tent, and the last 2 nights have been beautiful. If you're going to lay on a hard floor, and the mattress is not very thick, if you're going to lay on a surface that's hard, at least have it flat. The body can deal with that, and it has been nice. And it's really, and I can still lift it up and I can close the tent, so it's not like it's got too heavy. But yeah, that fix is awesome, and I bolted it down yesterday with some tech screws, and last night, not a creak, it's just, I mean, I hopped into bed, it was like, wow, this is awesome. So that fix has worked, and it's good when you can come up with a fix that works, because quite often you're stuck and you're like, what do I do? And you just got to deal with it. I did one night with a cracked floor and just had to avoid it. There's a real risk I could go through it, so I didn't want to do that. I might not be very high up in the air, but it's still, I wouldn't want to fall that, you know, through, what is it? I don't know, a metre and, it's probably, I don't know, a metre and a half, something like that. I know, it's head high because I keep banging my head on the bloody thing. Anyway, I'm going to keep going down here and go find some jerkcaches. Beautiful day to be out. Look at that, that is beautiful. There's a cocky. Look at this. I don't have my measuring, I don't have my temperature gauge on me, it's back of the tent, but absolutely beautiful. This is nice, you know. A lot of people don't appreciate just how much effort some of us walkers go into getting to places. We walk huge Ks, we have to carry a bit of supplies with us. You know, nobody ever really, every now and then you get a sign that, you know, is there way out in the middle of nowhere because only walkers will see it because they're the only people that get there, you know, and that's nice. But here we go, we got locked gate and it says management vehicles and walkers only. That's nice to acknowledge that there might be people that actually want to walk up here. There's a few footprints in the floor too, so obviously people do. Says here another one. Well, this one doesn't talk about us, but it does say what you can't do. There we go, road closed. All vehicles, including trail bikes, prohibited. They've had a dozer up here at some point. Check that out. As you can see, the track's deteriorated somewhat. It's not bad. There's a shot up the hill where I've come from. We're heading down at the moment. Not too bad here because you can't really screw up. The hills aren't really high. There's the horizon, right around. So we're at horizon height almost. And the valley's not that far below us, maybe, I don't know, 150 metres. You know, that's an altitude, maybe 200 metres below us. It's not like some of the big mountains that I've climbed where you look down into a valley and it's 500 metres below you. That's if you end up going into the wrong spur and you end up down the valley floor there and got to climb up, that's a bit more perilous, but it's all right down here. So I'm heading across. I've got boy, I'm getting close. I've got to head over there. So the track's headed here. I think it's going to zoom around there. That's where I'm going. That horizon over there is about where I've got to go. I think that's where it's 1.74k. Does that look like? I reckon that feels like about 1.3.5 maybe. There you go. All right. So it's easy when you're out here on your own to think you're the only lunatic out here. Here are footprints, and again, they're not mine. There we go. There's one there. One there. I sort of half stepped on it, and there's one there. So a couple of days ago, what would it be? Probably, I don't know, maybe 3 days ago, it rained. So within probably the next day was probably too wet. So the day after, so we're talking like 2 days ago, someone else was walking here, eh? We've got dozer tracks, and yeah, that sign did say no trail bikes, but some people don't care. You know, the roads are closed for a reason. You know, it's not that parks are trying to be arseholes. It's because when it's wet, four-wheel drives and trail bikes, they rip the shit out of the road, absolutely destroy it. Plus they get stuck, and then people have to go get them, and there's a whole range of things that go wrong. Whereas if they lock it up and let you only drive on it when it's like this, I mean, it's still closed, but you know, dry today. And tomorrow it could pour rain. But you know what I mean? Like, that's why they close them up during winter. And then they open them up again, and all summer you go because it's all hard and it's fine. And if you do that, it'll last for years. But you start doing this stuff when it's closed, not so much today, but when it's really wet, like it was a few days ago, you rip the shit out of it. And, you know, then parks have to come and bulldoze it, and bulldozers aren't cheap to run and things like, you know, like, I just think people just don't see the big picture. They're not locking it up to be arseholes, they're trying to manage it. They should have more roads, and during summer they should certainly let you drive on them. But there we go. Anyway, I'm at the valley floor, so this is interesting. We'll find out what altitude we're at. We've got to climb up there, so there we go. Got that ahead of me. But this is quite nice down here. Very nice. Here's a bit of my point. People come down here when it's really wet, and that might not have been when it was closed. It could have just been wet during summer. I get that. But you get these big wheel ruts. So I could make it to that last corner with the Subi, not a problem. These wheel ruts here, I'd get through. Like I'd straddle them, come up the side here, come through here. So I could certainly get in here, and there's a nice campsite in here. Look at this, beautiful. Don't know, there's a creek. There should be a creek nearby, so there's water. This could be a spot to think about, but yeah, just that last bit. And if it rained, that would be a real concern, because you got to straddle that and you slide into the rut. But anyway, there we go. Anyway, I'm going to stop here for a moment. Like I say, beautiful, beautiful spot. I'm going to find if there's a creek nearby, because I think there is. Nice little spot, well worth the walk. Good spot here to have a wash, a paddle on a hot day. Interesting. That's as fun. So if you're really keen and you want to come out here, camp at the campsite for a week, you come up here. It's only, I don't know, 100 metres up off the valley floor. More firewood than you could possibly use. I reckon you could probably camp there a month. Look at that. But geez, you got to be keen. Hats off to you, and I mean it. Hats off if you want to come up and do that. That's tricky. So I've got to a spot here, and some people have obviously been in far more equipped vehicles than I own. Have actually been going up that. Look at that. There's another one here. So they're giving it a decent shake. Look at that. That is that's exceptional. And yeah, look at the wheel ruts in there. And there's a tree across the track just to just to add to the experience. We might go up here because I reckon this goes up and around and end up there anyway. No need to go straight up when you don't have to. But yeah, what a spot, eh? Yeah, so it goes a little bit like this sometimes. You get into things and you realise they might be a little bit bigger than what you had planned. Where I'm meant to go was like over there somewhere, and the bush is a bit fiercer here. You can see it's lots of fallen branches and trees, and I've already done 5k to get to here. By the time I battle my way through that, who knows how many more k's, and then I've got to make my way back to camp at some point. So as this is the first exploration trip out here, I might just take it a bit easy and, you know, be a bit smart about it. I need to go back and have a look at the map and on the computer and find out if there was a better way to do it. You know, maybe I just should have gone a different route, which was probably, because by the information I had for where the geocaches are, this track should have got me there, but it doesn't. Maybe I'm on the wrong track, I accept that. So I need to go back and have a look. But right now, I'm gonna take a rain check on those geocaches today. And the mission now is to ooze back to camp, which is, I don't know, back there. And I'll dial up on the computer and on the GPS and we'll find, here we go, we'll do, get somewhere where you can see it. These screens are amazing on the Garmin GPSs because they're actually easy to read once you get them in the sun. So there we go. So we'll do where to, waypoint. There we go, Lerderderg campsite. It says 1.48. Yeah, there we go. But you can see if you can see the little purple line, that's the route we've done. So we've gone down south and across, and about here, about where my little finger is, that's about where the geocaches are. So I've done something wrong. But anyway, we're going to dial that up, and so now it draws a line direct to it. And it says 1.48, and it says it's right behind us. Well, that is a problem. We might not. I thought we could keep going here and maybe turn around right, but maybe we do have to go back the way we come. At least back to the camp, and then I'll let you know how it turns out. Yeah, so this is getting a little bit trickier, only because I don't want to backtrack. I could just walk down. This is the road I came in. There's a big puddle I went around. Only because I don't want to backtrack. I just hate doing that. I'm actually going to tear through the bush. So just to the left of that track, I'm going to tear out and about that angle, right through there is where I'm going. And eventually I'll end up down on the creek, but I should be below the campsites at Lerderderg, campsite area. So it's going to get a little tricky. I don't have a map and compass, and I kick myself I don't have a compass. I have a compass in the GPS, and we might find out how good or bad it is today. But as you can see, it's a little bit wily, and we might go this way. You gotta be careful following tracks that look like a track, because quite often the brain will say, yeah, follow the track because it's easier, and that's just how we work as humans. We'll go the easier route, but right now I'm going the completely wrong direction. So you got to be, it's all right to follow a bit of a track for a moment, but you got to be mindful of where you're at. Right now I'm in it, and I'm going to head this way. So what we're going to do is, I've picked the point out there. It's a bit hard to describe, but out through there, there's two trees you can see on a bit of an angle. So I'm aiming for those two, and there's a tree in behind. So I've picked those. That's what I'm aiming for. So as I move, you can see, I can still see still see them. See, they're still there, and that's what I'm aiming for. There's some trees down here, guys. So I'm trying to go through here, and as you can see, there's pretty big trees. So what I might be better off doing is going back up here and going round and going down that little spur there. There we go, guys. I'm on the spur, heading down. Direction I'm heading is sort of that direction, out through there, which is nice. I just checked on the GPS, and you have to check very regularly just to make sure. See, there's the arrow. I'm sure you can see it, but there we go. That's telling me a little bit to the left, right? So you got to keep an eye on where you're going, and most important thing is just to take your time. No point trying to rush, even if it was, you know, 5 o'clock at night and about to get dark. And yes, I've got a headlamp in the backpack. Right, you just got to take your time, and that's one of the things I've learnt. And a guy that recovered from a knee injury last year, and I don't want to blow it again. And I've got plantar fasciitis and heel spurs to deal with. All I ever do is take my time when I'm out bush. But I always manage to get there, so I'm not trying to do it in the fastest time or set any, you know, speed records or anything like that. I'm just trying to get to where I need to be, and right now down there somewhere. Yeah, so just battled through that. That was a bit of a climb. I'd have to check, but I'm pretty sure. See this over here on the horizon? Where is it? Right about there. I think that's where I was before. So I've gone along that, down into the creek, up. The track's up over the roads up here that I went. And I'm heading down here, and down the bottom of the creek, just on the other side, there should be a road. And that road is actually the edge of the campground. So don't have far to go, but yeah, it's a little bit tricky. Some people might be asking, you know, might be sitting there thinking, yeah mate, look, all very good, but how smart is it traipsing through the bush on your own? You know, nobody knows where I've gone. I haven't left intentions, you know. That's just how it is. Well, you might say, oh well, we probably get phone coverage there. I probably do. My phone's sitting in my car charging, so haven't even brought it. But what I do carry, and I've said this a couple of times, but I carry a portable location beacon, and it's just on the side of the pack. It's just on the side of the pack there. I hope it's there. Oh, there it is. Freak myself out there for a second. But and basically it's registered with the Maritime Safety Authority, and I can activate that anywhere in Australia and help will come. And but the thing is, people say, oh, you shouldn't go out. The way you prepare yourself for going out into these places is by going out. So you can't train for this anywhere. You can't go to a gym and train for this. You have to go out and train in this, stepping over the logs and the rocks and the high angles and what have you. This is where you get the body prepared for this, and it's hard. So you're doing a little thing like this today, is only a few K. Now hopefully later, when I'm doing this on the Australian Alps walking track, the body will be able to take it. That's the plan, but for the moment, there's my mission. Somewhere over there, out over there is my tent, so in my car and everything. So that's where I'm heading. In relation to this little project, I'm getting to the sharp end of the stick. At some point, I've got to drop down to the creek, cross the creek, and go up the other side, which is there. So there's that. But it's just about trying to find the best way. Look at this for a tree that's come down. Yeah, that lands on the, you won't know about it. But there we go. There's a nice little spot. This is not, I don't think, no, this is not the valley floor. This is just a little thing. The actual creek is over there somewhere. So this is interesting. But nice little spot. I'm going to go down there and have a break, sit down, and why I'm not setting up my camera and on the tripod and getting shots of me walking. This is pretty hard work, and every step is tricky, and I don't want to tempt fate and be setting up cameras and then I trip over and do an ankle or something. That'd be pretty hard to explain to the emergency services to why I had to set off my PLB and I was going back to the camera. They might look at that in a dim light, so you get what you get, and that's how it goes. But I'm down here, it's a nice little spot. So I'm getting close. Just come down through all this. It's a bit exciting. I'm not sure, but right through there, I'm not sure if that's a road or not. Looks very road-like. So it might not be, but we'll see. But I can hear the campers talking, and I can hear the cars on the road. So I'm really close. So I marked the point on the GPS. It's really cool. You can bring up the map, and you don't have to just have waypoints there. You can actually look at the map, and you can go and you can pinpoint a spot on the map and say, right, take me there, which is really cool. So I picked a point on that track. It's where the road comes along and goes north, and I'm heading to that, and it tells me I'm about 240 meters away, which, oh, there we go, there's a car. Oops. So I'm really close. Well, this is a surprise. I've just come up through here, and look at this. There's actually a walking track. Looks like a few people use it. So interesting. Anyway, I'm going to keep going down here. There's a road there, and I saw a car through there. So I'm very, very close. It's been great. Well, it's a rooftop tent. I think it's mine. Oh, there's something underneath it. You'd think so about a rooftop tent, wouldn't you? I think this is it. I think I'm home for the night. It's like that. That's been a walk. About 8.5k, I reckon. I know, just on 8. So that's all right. It's a nice hit out. Bit of bush bashing. More campsites here. More. So heaps of spots. Heaps and heaps of spots. And I don't need the GPS to tell me we're here. Actually, no, we're not. Oh, yes, we are. It looked like there was when I looked through, it looked like it had a tray on the back. And I realised it's my table. And then I saw my sticker on the back of the car. That's been interesting. I ummed and ahed about putting the sticker on the back of the car for a couple of weeks. I wasn't sure, you know, like, I don't know, I just wasn't sure. But I was in traffic the other day and it was horrible. And we were stuck and we were on the freeway and we were crawling. And these guys pulled up to me and I wound the window down and they said, "Hey mate, thanks for giving us something decent to wash. We've just subscribed to your channel." I was like, "Oh, thanks guys." So there we go, a bit of light relief in traffic. You know, I just hope people, you know, like the content I'm putting up. I'm trying to put something different up every week. It's also a long-term thing because it will show my preparations for the AAWT, or the Australian Alps Walking Track. You know, so hopefully this time next year I'll be that's just the GPS telling me I'm about 10 meters from the camp. So there we go. But yeah, about this time next year I'll be really starting to get prepared. Probably I'll be packing the barrels, well hopefully be loading the barrels and getting organised to do the trip to go and drop them all off, which is, have a look at this map. This is a 2100 kilometre trip just to go and drop all the barrels, and I've probably got to tow my trailer for that, so my fuel economy is going to be horrible, but that's the mission ahead. And yeah, about this time of year I reckon probably about, like now I'll be packing them, and towards the end of the month I'll be going and doing that trip, and then I'll probably have at least a week after I do that before I actually go, or at least a few days anyway. So that's what'll be happening this time next year. So but this time today I've arrived at my camp, you can see. All right, thanks for watching that walk that I did out at Lerderderg State Park. went really good. And in the next episode, I'm going to feature the walk I did at Loch Valley, and I nearly stepped on a tiger snake. I was really close to it. Anyway, I'm out at RACV Inverloch Resort, and I've mentioned a few times that I'm a graduate of the Peer Education Support Program run by the Council of Homeless Persons, and we advocate for those, we support, my brain's just there. Anyway, advocate, there we nearly, for people on the streets. And I'm actually homeless at the moment. I'm living in my rooftop tent out in the bush, but anyway, I'm here for a conference for the Victorian Indigenous Statewide Homeless Network, and on Saturday we've got a see, it's not working. Anyway, I'm going to vote yes. The Indigenous need a voice in Parliament, and that's what this is for. So I'm going to vote yes. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm going to vote yes. So there we go. I think we need that voice up there. Anyway, like I said, I'm currently actually homeless, although that for the next couple of nights I'm in this place, which is awesome. And in the next couple of weeks, I've got a few places I'm going to go to. I'm planning on where I'm going to go for Christmas. Haven't really sorted it out, but it's not going to be down in here. It's going to be up in the mountains. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be absolutely, that's going to be great. I've got to get some extra things for the car. Recently I had to put a new set of tyres on it, and that's made it run a lot better. I'm still paying them off on Afterpay. I've got one more payment and then they're done, so that'll be cool. I'm hoping to get an extra battery. I want to get my freezer running, but at the moment I can't find the lead, so I've got to work that out. But anyway, look, if you're on homeless at the moment, especially as we get closer to Christmas, I hate to mention Christmas, but as we get close to it, it can be a really tough time for people out there. If you're doing it tough, ask for help. Get in touch with someone. There's some great resources out there. Go and check out Ask Izzy, which is a website you can go to. It details all sorts of support. If you need extra food and things like that, there's quite a few places out there that will provide you with some extra food. And you know, that can be, I've had to get some support for that sort of thing myself over the last few weeks. So there's no shame in asking. If you need help, just ask for it. Anyway, for the moment, I just got to kick back. Luckily, I got here a lot earlier and I was able to work on this and get this episode up and running. Thanks to everyone that comes through and has a look. Thanks for the new subscribers. My marketing on the back of the car, I am going on about it, but in the end I decided to whack it on. I've had a bit of a response from that, people saying g'day on the freeway. I've picked up subscribers on the freeway. People saying g'day in the car parks and Woolies and things like that. So, you know, it's there. I don't make any money out of the channel. That's not my motivation. My motivation is to show you some of the cool parts of Australia, the good and the bad, and take you to some exciting places. And I just hope you find some, you get something from it. I'll keep putting them together, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys. Time to turn the air conditioning back on. I had to turn it off because it was too noisy in that. Here's some bloopers. I've done about 12 takes doing this. It's absolutely nuts. I don't normally do this, but damn, I've screwed this up today. I'm in RACV Interlock Resort. Alright, so that's our hike out at Lerderderg. At the moment, I know this is interesting, a bit different to what I normally have. I'm in RACV Interlock Resort. At the moment, I'm here because we've got a conference with the Victorian Indigenous... At the moment, I'm here because we've got a conference with the Victorian Indigenous Statewide Hang on. The Victorian Indigenous I'm screwing this up. It's like that sometimes. You try getting in front of some camera sometimes and the brain just goes. But the Victorian Indigenous it's just not working. Victorian, here it is. Victorian something different. That's how they at it. Right there. And we're going to turn you off. Hey guys, something different. I'm actually at the Drinky. Cheers guys, take it easy. I'm about to do one more bucket.